PK gladly accepted our request to interview her and spend some time recording her chickens.
So, when did you first start raising chickens?
It was probably around early spring, I got 4-day-old chicks, and then, because I wanted to socialize them myself, and then they were able to go outside kind of beginning of last summer, and then we had first eggs in January.
So, do all your chickens have names, and could you tell them to us?
Yeah, they're all named after robots. The joke was that they're solar powered, that they go to sleep, when the sun goes down. So, since the chickens are solar powered, they're all named after robots. We have Wally, Buffybot, Crichton, R2D2, Johnny 5, and Optimus Prime.
Do you like having your chickens, or do you sometimes wonder why?
I love having my chickens, and I also sometimes wonder why I ever got chickens. I love them because they're really fun to have around the garden. When I'm out here gardening, so are they.
They eat some pests.
Yeah, they definitely eat a lot of bugs. They mow the lawn for me, not over here right now because they're not allowed over here. But, I haven't touched that since summer began. And they're nice to just kind of hang out and watch, strangely enough. They're fun, and I love the eggs. They're so much better. But then the times when I ask myself why I ever got chickens are the times when they get in and eat my green bean plants for the third time in a row, and I have to go to the farmer's market again and figure out how to net something off. And yes.
What's your chickens ever have they ever wandered off without you realizing?
Oh yes. There's actually a funny story with that. So at the last house I lived at, they stayed in the yard all the time. They never tried to get out. But this house, when we moved, I think they had some kind of amazing chicken epiphany that if there were new wooden walls that they were within, that maybe there was something else on the outside of those wooden walls, and they wanted to figure out what it was. And so they started escaping in various ways, even though this fence is higher than the last place I was at. And Phoenix. And the fence over in the corner there, they started hopping over it every day and going over to my neighbor's yard, and he has a bunch of kind of cardboard boxes back there with recycling, and they started deciding that the best place in the world to have a secret nest and hide their eggs was in a half-full box of recycling on my neighbor's back porch. So I had to go over there every day and try and head them off and get them to lay in the yard again. Buffybot was the most persistent, and it took 4 months to get her to stay in the yard, of doing different kinds of netting around the top and stuff like that. And yeah, she was very persistent in thinking that box of recycling was the place to lay eggs.
The dog is right there.
Yeah, Phoenix. And Gremlin is
over there sunning himself. Did they ever torment or harass the chickens?
Oh no, it's kind of the other way around. Phoenix is really good about being gentle with little animals, but then I think that sometimes she gets nervous because she's not sure how far she can go. So she was scared of the chickens when they were, like this big. And it took her a while to be okay with getting close to them. But she's still pretty submissive to the chickens, strangely enough. They will, Johnny 5 will follow her around the yard when she can. Phoenix will be sitting there chewing on a bone or something like that, and Johnny 5 will come up and try and peck at the bone, and Phoenix will get up and nervously walk to the other side of the yard. And then Johnny 5 will follow her, and they'll do this back and forth for 45 minutes until Phoenix just leaves the bone and goes inside. Yeah, and Gremlin's gotten pecked once or twice. That's all it really took, which is a good thing, honestly, because, the animals that can't protect themselves as well, the ones that are more physically vulnerable, I'd rather they be kind of the top of the pecking order. So it's just safer for them.
Our next stop was Fertile and Ground Guest House to visit their chickens. We had a pop-up interview from an unexpected guest.
What is it like having urban chickens?
Oh, well, it's pretty interesting for us because our chickens are right downtown off the sidewalk. So when people walk by, they can see the chickens and interact with them. And a lot of times people will feed them or talk to them, ask us their name. So it's kind of good for the chickens, I think, because they get a lot more company than ordinary chickens do.
And so, what are their names?
Well, this one here is named Buffy because she's a Buff Orpington. And then I have a black and white one that's named Ariana, and her type is called Bardrock. And then right behind you there is Rosie, the Rhode Island Red.
So, what do you think are some of the benefits of having urban chickens?
Well, obviously eggs is one of the big benefits, but I think it's nice for people to see that you can get a little closer to your food source by having chickens. Just kind of like growing a garden, you can get your own vegetables. If you have your own chickens, you get your own eggs. And so that's kind of nice, having the fresh eggs. They're much better than store-bought eggs. They're really a bright yellow yolk, and they're yummy delicious.
All in all, the crew learned a lot about urban chickens. We hope to share our findings through a documentary. Whether you like them or you hate them, they're there. Urban chickens.
In 2008, 3 explorers went into the woods around Lacey, Washington to find the elusive sock puppet of Lacey, Washington. They were never seen again. The footage was found under a tree a few years later. This is their account. Hi, I'm Tristan Lins.
I'm Elisa Egan.
And I'm Gordon Elwood, and we're on a search for the elusive sock puppet of Lacey, Washington.
It'll be very tough, but I'm sure we can get actual footage.
And then we'll send it off to National Geographic for Monster Quest, or whatever that show's called. I'll be cameraman.
And me and Alicia will be on camera looking for clues and evidence of this elusive beast.
Not that they have more work than me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, Mr. Kramer, a puppet attacked a local family's house cat. Thoughts?
I don't actually believe in sock puppets myself. I don't think that's a sock puppet, maybe a coyote. But even if they are real, I think we'll all be fine if we just stay inside and watch Joe.
Do you consider sock puppets a threat to our society?
Not really, no, because he broke down the gate to my neighbor's garden and ate all of his prized pumpkins, which stopped him from winning the ribbon at the county fair. So it stopped his bragging day and night. I thank them for doing that. If you're out there, thank you.
We have found evidence of a sock puppet.
Are you sure it's evidence? Come on, let's see what it is.
Yeah, right here, there's a white fibery material.
I think that's just moss. Moldy moss.
I don't think so.
Okay, did you see anything else that might be evidence?
Right here, we have something that I think is a sock puppet's eye.
I'm pretty sure that's just a pebble.
Maybe it's a dirt clod. It's a dirt clod. Why do you think that everything that's evidence is an evidence?
It is evidence. Look, there's a sock puppet right there.
It's called a cloud.
Hi, my name is Patricia M. Nose. I'm here with Dr. Cookie Cream, an expert on sock puppets. So tell me, what do you do if you see a wild sock puppet?
Stop, drop, and roll. If you stop, completely freezing your tracks. That way they'll think you're a statue. Most likely they'll walk away. But if they walk towards you, if they think you're cool, then you're going to want to drop to make them think that you were a poorly built statue, and then roll away so that they never see you again.
Interesting. So where do sock puppets live?
Mostly in the northwestern parts of the United States and in some parts of Canada. This is because they are friends with the hula dancing leprechauns that live here as well.
Leprechauns are real too? Wow. We've got our next news story. So how many different kinds of sock puppets are there, and which are the most dangerous?
Well, the white sock puppets are going to be the most dangerous. They are likely to charge any human that they see. Colorful ones are only a bit more docile, they're a bit more tame. And then you've got plaid or polka dot, which are more likely to do the same stop, drop, and roll tactic that we would do.
Interesting. So what do sock puppets eat?
They eat strawberry vanilla ice cream with blueberry frosting and then lemon juice and a cherry on top.
Do they eat anything else?
They're allergic to all other foods.
What if you just remove the cherry or the blueberry frosting?
They'd have a fit. You don't want to see a white one have a fit.
Interesting. So thank you for your time, and I'm glad I interviewed you. So tell us about the history of how sock puppets came to America.
Well, Spanish conquistadors brought them over when they were exploring America. So when they landed, they kept them in banana leaf cages. Banana leaves being one of their only weakness, and then they had to release them to fend from attackers. But in turn, the sock puppets went and attacked the conquistadors instead.
So if sock puppets are dangerous, why did the conquistadors bring them to America?
They didn't think it through.
So how did the sock puppets escape?
Well, after they the conquistadors let them out, one of the sock puppets hid under the captain's bed, and when the captain fell asleep, the sock puppet beat the captain up a bunch, and then that sock puppet released all the other sock puppets who dramatically injured the crew. So as a last resort, the conquistadors went back to Spain, where the king punished them by sending them to the dungeon for 27 years because the king was having a bad day.
So what happened next?
Now they currently reside in most of America, and that's pretty much all we know.
How many sock puppets are in the woods in Lacey?
We can't really be sure, but between 100 and 200,000.
Thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
We're lost in the woods.
But I think it'll be all worth it because these shots will be legendary. I mean, I'll be the first person to capture a sock puppet on film.
Yeah. Did you guys see one?
No, I don't think I saw. You see anything over there?
Hey, there's some evidence right there.
Let me see.
Hey, that's definitely a trail.
Yeah. Well,
Right there.
where do you think it could have gone?
Maybe up the tree.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I see one. Oh my God, look at that! It's up there.
Yeah, seriously. Alicia, go get the other camera. Oh, I can't find it. I can see with my eyes, but I can't find it with the camera. Where is it?
They're jumping. They're falling.
They are?
They're
Police are still looking for the 3 missing explorers who disappeared from the woods surrounding Olympia, Washington. No word on the way the case is going, but the police discovered a new donut shop, so it'll be months until we get results.
Hello, this is
Ingrid Noyce.
Hannah Carroll and Martha Janke at the YPN Documentary Camp. Today we are going to go to restaurants all around Olympia. We're going to go to Old School Pizzeria, Bonjour Cupcakes, and Grandpa's Ice Cream.
First, we are visiting Old School Pizza. We are going to go inside and film and interview customers.
Okay, hi, I'm Amber Collier.
I'm Beth Hollis.
Well, we were just walking around Lake Fair, and this is, I think, one of our favorite places to eat downtown, and so we just walked over here from Lake Fair.
Yeah, they have really good prices, so.
Probably pepperoni.
Mine would be mushrooms and olive.
I heard it from a friend, like, well, lots of friends, actually. But
Yeah, a long time ago.
yeah, just friends.
It's heavenly. Best pizza ever. Well, I mean, it's the second best pizza ever because the first best pizza ever was at a Marylanders game I had. I had pizza, it was good. Good pizza, how This is some good pizza. I don't know how is that deep dish? It's a deep dish, I think. I don't know how the deep dish pizza is, but this, so I noticed they added some pepper on it, but it's really good. Second best. Marylanders make good pizza.
This is one of the best pizzas I've ever had.
And New York makes good pizza, so this is awesome. Like, this is really good.
I got Hawaiian, which is pineapple and Canadian bacon. I don't really like pineapple in general, so I take that off because I love Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon is ham. Have you guys had Toki bacon?
I love ham.
I love Toki bacon.
Second, we are visiting Bonjour Cupcakes. I can't wait to try a cupcake.
This cupcake cost only $2. So where are we right now?
We are at Bonjour Cupcakes. Last but not least, we are visiting Grandpa's, where we will interview a worker.
My grandpa actually owns the store. And I needed a summer job getting ready for college, and I'm serving a mission for my church, and I needed some good income, and my grandpa offered me a position, as he did with most of his grandchildren, so it was a really good opportunity for me to earn money. Personal favorite, the blackberry cheesecake, hand-dipped ice cream. It's best hands down. Favorite part about working here? When little kids are really happy and nice. I make them ice cream and they just smile. It's the best. Brady Neely.
Thank you for watching this documentary created by us and Taylor. We hope that you enjoyed this and that you want to go to the restaurants that we filmed. Thank you and bye!
And Martha Janicki at the YPN documentary camp. Here we are going to restaurants all around Olympia. We are going to go to Old School Pizza, Bonjour Cupcakes, and what is your problem?
This is good pizza. Is the pizza hot?
Thank you for watching this documentary, and we hope that you liked it. Okay, I just like how we improvise.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know if this goes over to the whole group, but I think I'm looking forward to learning what is their motive for having urban chickens, because I know a lot of people in Olympia have urban chickens, but I've never really figured out why.
Most of the week I've been trying to contact my friend and see if she'd be willing for it to be interviewed about raising chickens and stuff like that.
Our documentary is about shops and a restaurant like we always now. We're gonna go to Bonjour Cupcakes and Grandpa's Ice Cream Place, and hopefully, if we have time, hopefully we'll be able to go to both books and see books and a cat.
All the first interview went really, really well, I think. It was really fun to be behind the camera with all these other people around, because, I felt like a professional, so that was really cool.
Our first time filming in public was very interesting, and I was nervous that people would look at us in a very, very strange way, like, why are those teenagers carrying big cameras and doing this all important stuff? So, nobody really stared at us. Not that I noticed considering I was behind the camera, but they didn't seem at all really bothered by when we interviewed them.
Well, I am downtown in Browser's Bookstore. We are shooting our documentary, and we're going all around town. Not all around town, but all around downtown Olympia, finding places to shoot. It's kind of like a spoof of Finding Bigfoot, and it's a lot like a nature show, but it's finding a sock puppet, so it's kind of like fake. It's supposed to be kind of cheesy, like we're gonna make it look low budget, kind of like the Blair Witch Project. No, actually, there was no one that we talked to before, so we just went out and did it on the fly. But we've had pretty good luck, so. Just coming down here, being able to go to all these different places, a lot of people have been really welcoming, and that's really cool, letting us film, and it's just been really fun.
You are told that there are chickens here, and if you look behind you, there are in fact chickens.
And food.
Oh, and Austin's hungry. So we thought we might
hungry, I just heard a lot of food here, so it's interesting.
Fertile Grounds Community Garden. The name?
Well, if you look behind us, there's the Olympia Library.
So we must be somewhere nearby there. Obviously. Olympia. Our project was about urban chickens. Chickens that live in city environments.
My favorite part of the project is getting to kind of go around out and about and getting to find out more about the chickens that someone raised in their backyard.
And PK named her chickens after robots.